One of the things that's fascinating to me about Scrum, and you see it, and I see this in practice every day, is that there was a set of values and principles. Right, so actually just a brief kind of like history lesson, right? So what was happening is all the methodologies were emerging. All the early methodologies in Agile were emerging in the 90s. And then in 2001, the people that were doing the methodologies got together and came and said, you know, this is what they have in common, right? So the Agile stuff, the manifesto, was actually derived from what people were doing. Back in those days, we were talking about small teams, co-located, on-site customers, putting together working tested software on regular intervals. A couple of different things happened over time, right? I think the emergence of the CSM certification happened, where you could go and you could learn about Scrum over a period of 2 days. And what ended up kind of manifesting itself in market, in my opinion, was this distillation of this rich body of knowledge around how we organize things, how we get value identified, and it got codified into a set of roles and practices and artifacts. What happens is that people who aren't expert at it, they naively think that they can take those roles and practices and artifacts and apply them, and they'll get the magic. And what I believe is that the magic is actually deeper than just doing daily stand-up meetings, deeper than doing reviews and retrospectives, deeper than having a Scrum Master. Right? Those things are awesome enabling practices around this kind of ecosystem. So a lot of times when I'm starting off this conversation with somebody, I have to kind of go into that, because the conversation you want to have when you're thinking about applying Agile outside of a non-IT domain is really, what is it? Okay, and if you're going to do Scrum as an expression of Agile, you have to have kind of a hypothesis around how those ceremonies are actually going to enable your work.